And cutting cake can be difficult, especially if it's a nice soft cake. I forgot about the eggs. How long have those been going for? A while? I'm gonna turn off the eggs. Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Ross Everett. Welcome to the new show. And today I'm in a kitchen because I love food, but I hate stuff that gets in the way of me eating food. So these are a couple of life hacks that I've found by searching the internet that seem very easy, and I want to put them to the test, and maybe you guys can learn something as well. Hello? Let's get started. We know first and foremost, hard-boiled eggs, a fan favorite, especially around the Jewish holidays, can be really hard to crack. Like, you know, you'll get the shell stuck on there, you don't really know what to do with it. Sometimes you just not hard-boiled these? All right, so I filled up some water. I've put the egg in the water so that we can hard-boil this bad boy. We're just gonna turn this on high. I was told that when hard-boiling eggs, it's important to add a little bit of baking soda in there, that it'll make them easier to peel, but it might increase the sulfuric taste of the egg. But either way, we did that. We don't have wooden spoons here, so join me in stirring with a plastic spoon. All right. Another tip is that if you put whatever, probably not plastic, but if you have a wooden spoon, you want to balance it across the pot, it'll prevent the water from boiling over, should that be the case. Okay, so while those are boiling, I'll move on to the second food hack, which is if you guys have Oreo chips at, by the way, we're available to be sponsored, any chips. But if you guys have a chip at a party or something like that, you know, a lot of hands going into a bag could be really gross. So I saw online that there is a way to turn this bag into a bowl just by rolling up the bottom of the bag, and it creates a nice little bowl that stands on its own, or should. And then as the bag gets lower, people go on and eat your chips at a party, really popular party, everyone really likes you, a bunch of people showed up, they all love Doritos, and you're like, oh no, now people are having to reach into the bag. You just keep rolling it up. Gets you a nice little bag right there. People just eat it out of there. I think that's a cool one. That's one of my favorite ones that I saw. Mango lovers, unite. It is the best fruit imaginable, but one of the hardest to peel and eat, mostly because there's a giant pit in it. So if you just cut down along the sides of the pit, you get this part, and this is just very easy if you want to just watch me cut off my hand. Just, you know, cut around the side. This is a pit, very easy to just kind of chew on. It's a nice little snack because there's a lot of meat around it. You guys, I'm not a professional, in case there was any confusion about that. Well, anyway, that's the pit. You go ahead, eat that up. What do you do with all this good meat and stuff? Well, if you take a cup with like a nice fine rim, you should be able to just slide it down like this, and bam, I'm really happy this is working out. You get some fresh mango. Fresh mango? Come eat some fresh mango. You're welcome.
Can I take the
Yeah, take the whole thing. Actually, here, do you want the other half of it too? You might as well. I've never done this before, so if I can do this, anyone can. There you go, whole mango.
Thanks, bro.
Right in there, no problem. All right, cool. Now we've got some cherry tomatoes, or as these are called, grape tomatoes. And for some reason, if these are too big for you and you want them cut in half, the trick here is to put them all on a plate so that they're all flat. And if you take another plate and put it on top of it, oh, this might not work, but it might. Let's see, you're supposed to be able to slide a knife right in between it, and it'll dice them all in half and prevent them from rolling around. So let's see if this works. Oh boy, come on, come on. This is called foreplay in the chef world. Let's see if this worked. A very, very little bit. I got one. You know what, I'm gonna try it this way. Let's see if this works. I'll just be able to go through there. We lost a tomato, we lost a few of them. Didn't work. How are you supposed to do that one? That one looks so great on the internet. So hey, not all of these work. This feels better. Nope, this felt better. Aha! Hey, there we go. So I guess you just need closer plates. There you go, you've got some nicely diced cherry tomatoes. Moving on to something that's hopefully less of a disaster, we've got oranges. People love oranges, but they hate peeling them. Unless you bite the rinds like a psychopath, because no one likes the taste of an orange rind. But I saw this, you just cut off the ends of the orange, and then take a slit right down the side. You should be able to unpeel the orange. This will just open up into a nice peel and eatable orange. There you go. An orange fit to serve as dessert at any sushi restaurant. Why they do that, I don't know. It's not dessert, it's a garnish. Moving on. This is either a summertime treat or a really weird pool game if you lather it up in Vaseline. But we've got watermelon, and watermelon's a great fruit, but one of my problems with watermelon is that when you eat it, it gets all over your face. You know, like when you eat it, this part's gonna rub up here, the other part's gonna rub up on the other side. But if you take the watermelon and just very simply cut off one side of the rind and the other side of the rind, Ross mouth sized. Clean sheet. If you're like me, you love strawberries, but this little green part of the top gets in the way from you just popping them all and having a good time. Some people use them as a handle, but that's unnecessary. It's a one-shot fruit, in my opinion. But if you take a straw and you push the straw, this should work, through the bottom of the strawberry, it kind of worked. Pops the green part right out, whole core of the strawberry, gone, pure. You can eat the whole strawberry. Cisco, come here, you want a strawberry? With or without the green stuff? Without. Yeah.
Green stuff.
Garbage green stuff, get out of here. Right through the center.
What are you doing? What?
Boom. You have yourself a perfect strawberry. I'm trying these out for the first time. That's good?
Oh, well, she got.
We had some mango. You want to chew on the mango seed? There you go.
Dude, I'm all about mangoes. I'm chewing gum at the same time, and I just swallowed it.
That was it. Well, we'll find that again in 50 years. But what goes better with strawberries and mango than a nice raspberry dark chocolate cake? People love cake. If you have cake in an office, you're the most popular guy in the office. Sometimes a little difficult to cut, perfectly sliced pieces with a knife. A little trick is just some dental floss. I was advised not to get mint flavored because that would make a weird cake, but right here, we just take a string of dental floss, wrap it around our fingers, we can pull it down across the cake to make slices. And actually, a new way to cut cake is instead of doing pie slices across the whole thing and then having like a weird 3/4 cake to put back in the fridge, we're actually gonna take the slices out from the middle. So that way at the end, we can push it back together and put the cake in the fridge. Like if you work in an environment full of monsters and people don't like cake, you're gonna have leftover cake. But for now, let's go ahead and cut this. Pull it right through, right back up, very easy. So now that we have our centerpiece cut out, we have to find a way to get it away from the cake and onto a plate. This wasn't well thought out, but as soon as I get this out, you guys are gonna see the magic of cutting the cake from the center. At this point, it seems like it would have just been easier to cut it with the knife. Here we go, all right. Cake is out.
What are you doing?
Cisco wants cake. Cisco gets cake.
Dude, I do.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's say people are done with cake. People don't like cake anymore. You just push it together, you put it away, so that you get full cake. It looks like a full cake. You can trick someone to thinking that there's a full cake just for them. So we took our eggs out after they were hard boiled. We're gonna see if this works. So you're supposed to knock it down, take a little bit off the tail, a little bit off the head. I don't know which one's the head and which one's the tail, so if I do this wrong, we're gonna find out. And then you wanna just like crunch it a little bit just to make sure it's all loose, and then you should be able to blow it out. I'm nervous. I don't know why that didn't work. I don't have to use a new egg, Cisco. This is salvageable. This is the easy way to do this, mind you. It kind of worked. It didn't work that well. All right, hold on. Luckily, I did this with a few eggs, so we'll see. Like, look at how much egg is left over in this. I clearly didn't do this right. So the eggs are relatively done. And to cool them down, it's good to just put them into a bowl of cold water. That'll help them cool while you're trying to crack open their brothers. Attempt number 2, that first one didn't go so well. So again, head, hole, and there's like a little membrane under there. I wanna make sure that I'm getting that membrane off because I don't think I did the first time. Let me give it a bigger hole on the bottom because I wanna make sure this works. There we go. Hole on the top, hole on the bottom, and blow. What was that noise? This is supposed to be easy. We're gonna get this before the end of the day.
Came out perfect.
It came out perfectly. That's washable. And if I can't get this in 6 eggs, I'm officially ruling this not a life hack. Hey! Okay. We're getting real close. That was good. I'm gonna count that as a win. So this does work. I think you need to let the eggs sit for a little bit longer. I don't know if the baking soda did anything. It definitely made it smell more egg-like. Smell bad? That's okay. That's what eggs smell like, or grandparents smell like. All right, you guys, clearly everyone is here now to use the kitchen, and I've made quite a mess of it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the new show. Let me know some food life hacks in the comments down below. I hope this has been somewhat helpful. Personally, I think the Doritos thing is the easiest. I rank that like a 1 star in terms of difficulty. If you guys want to see another video, you can click this video annotation. Also, don't forget to check out the link in the description below. I'm Ross Everett, and don't forget to follow the show on Snapchat and Twitter because like that's where people got to see this before we aired this episode. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Special thanks to my studio audience. You guys have been great, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You just spit in my hand.